Today I'm going to show you how to get a crack server working. Not only that, I'm going to show you how to get a bukkit server and also a regular Minecraft server up and running. What this means is you're able to run a special version of Minecraft off of your computer that allows you to host without using a third-party engine if you have a crack version of Minecraft. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the crack version, and this is the crack version here. Now, this is the real version here. These two versions can work simultaneously on this server. And yes, Bad Wolf is several people. Questions about the background? Leave it out of the comments. Or if you really like the backgrounds, you can go to the Facebook site too. First, let's actually talk about your IP config crap. Yes, you need your IP. And yes, if you already have a server up and running and you're trying to get it without Tunngle or any other third party, you already know how to set up a server. If you don't know, you should go to the people at work. Now, next part is we're going to actually go to search really quick. Well, I already have a thing, blah blah blah. First off, you're going to need to do is literally go to your charter. Well, if you have charter, like most people do, you're going to need, well, if you have charter, which is obvious, you're going to need to port forward. Yes, port forwarding. You have to port forward. Please make sure your Java is up to date. So, we're going to port forward. Once you do this, then it will be fun. Now, here's all of the servers and port forwards. All these are actually, the first one's Minecraft. Let's get closer. Not that close. Okay. For some odd reason, this is very blurry. I really wish I had a better camera system, but beggars can't be choosers in this case. This is how you add your IP. Now, obviously, for blah blah blah, you can't hack this IP because one, it's a local IP address. Now, down below here, obviously it's kind of blurry. If you see that both internal and external, you do both for it. Meaning when you copy and paste it, that's what you do. There's good information on certain sites. Will not be included because obviously you should know how to port forward by now. Also, games that you have problems with, like Warzone and Red Alert 2, etc., like Yuri's Revenge, you should also port forward them so you can actually host on Tunngle as well. That's in a different tutorial, or someone else has already covered it. Okay, and last part is, for this part, you enter in the IP of your computer, blah blah blah. Do the IP config on this screen here. You type in your IP config. It will give you this random IP thing, and then it will ask you what the last part is. You see the blue? It's kind of blurry. That's the box. The other part to this tutorial is that once you get that down, make sure you have whatever port is there. Oh, and just to make sure your life is a little miserable. Else, if you're having problems with this at this point, make sure you keep whatever the port number is to your server settings in both the bukkit and just the Minecraft server is the same, or having it different. If you have it different, you'll have to change the IP. Now you can go, once you've done all this, you can go to whatsmyip.com. Once you've done that, it'll give you, once you're there, it will show you your IP that you can give to your friends. Note, you cannot hack this IP. Blah blah blah. Rah rah rah. Okay, once that's set up, once you have all that information, let's go to bukkit. Now, obviously people are like, what the fuck? There's only this. Simple. You can either download it, or you can copy it and paste it. You can even run it from out here, I believe. right away it will bring up this. For morons or in professionals, you don't fuck with this. Simply. Now we're gonna go and create a new document. Go down to new and pretty much go to text thing. Once done, you just type in start, but for this obvious reason, I'm actually not going to create this because one, I already have something created. Let's go back to the B2, play 6, and let's go and actually go to copy the run thing. And I'll actually open it up, so don't cry, because I didn't show it. I'm actually gonna paste this in here. Now, what's interesting about that, because I just did that, and obviously you're like, what the fuck? I don't know what you're saying. This is the code here. I'll probably put this in the description, so pay attention. Now, what's interesting about this run thing is that one, you're going to need to put all this crap here. This is pretty much a command prompt folder. That's a bucket thing. Once you do that, you select it, and then it can't access, unable to access blah blah blah. Okay. Of course that's gonna happen. I wanted to do that for a reason. Now, see the version of bucket you have. See how it says 3 and it says 1? Change that to a 3. Once that's done, you can now save it. Speaking of which, when you do updates, you have to do it again. Now, it will automatically create all of the documents. So, haha, all you have to do is make the start. So, that's great. It will also make it in the command box. Then you can put whatever plugins your little heart desires after when we get the next notepad done, which is actually called server. The other Minecraft is the same principle. You know how I said port forward? It's going to ask for the IP. You can exit that out or type in stop. Now, here's something I mentioned in an earlier thing, and everyone was commenting that they couldn't do it. Now, you see the online mode? Yeah, that online mode that says true, you can just delete it. Yeah, just keep it as how you see it, as in online mode, and you just delete what's true or not. It just checks, really just says pay or not paid. That's the crack in the version you bought. Just to let you know, you should buy the real version so you can have your own skin. That's why Notch did this. Sure, it gives out the crack, but guess what? You can't modify your skin. Speaking of which, a link will be available to purchase. Well, not really purchase, just to download newer things. Oh yeah. By the way, maximum players, I want to say really quick. More players you have on the server, the harder it is for the server to run. That's also a note for your computer in general. My computer is actually 8 gigabytes and has about 2 terabytes of hard drive. Yes, and also definitely save. When you rerun it, it will be available for players. So, let's run this. Once it says unsecure blah blah blah, it'll prep all that stuff. Now, on the unsecured one, obviously I'm going to type in a different account here. Of course, I'm not wanting to do that yet. Of course, if you already have it, it will work by blah blah blah. And thank you, Notch, for the new upcoming update. Now, of course, I like using the cracked version because 1, it starts up quicker. And 2, yeah, you can see the IP, yeah? Join the server and act like an idiot, and I swear to God, I can backtrack you. Yes, you can backtrack people's IP with certain plugins, blah blah blah. And yes, you can put Ruby Dragon Studios, which I did typo. And, ooh, what's this? Yeah. And there's 2 thick sheeps to greet me. Get out of here. Die. Okay. Let's just connect now. That's how to do it on a bucket server. Much complicated to do all that shit. Now, let's actually do the other one, which is a lot easier, etc. Since you already port forward it, I don't have to go over the port forward commands. Now, obviously, it's going to do its little thing of trying to figure out where everything is, so it's going to create all the files for you. Nice, huh? Now we type in stop because this one likes to be, you cannot click me. Yeah. This is going to be forever. So, let's go to the server document as always. And yes, you do the same thing as before. You just delete the true. And save it. Exit that out. And run the server again. It's gonna replot the spawns, and yes, it's gonna say the same thing as the bukkit server is going to do. And I love a crack, by the way, because it starts up really quick. And yes, you can do force update, blah blah blah, all the fun stuff. Speaking of which, I don't support this much, but I do love how fast it runs. Notch, if you're going to watch this video, and obviously you're gonna be really pissed, just to let you know, make your other version of Minecraft run as fast. Because I really like speed than waiting, despite I didn't pay. Want to, just don't. And look at that. You have your own version of thing. If your friends join, voila, you can play with your friends. Speaking of which, to confirm, I'm not kidding. I'm actually going to go to my Skype and see if I can invite one of my friends on. Actually, oops, see something. And yes, I picked that random. So if you see your face, people. Malcolm. Come on, Malcolm, pick up the phone. You're gonna be famous in a couple minutes. Well, Malcolm's probably doing something. He's probably doing homework. Damn, college. I've seen college homework. It's like a big stack of a book. Actually, it is a book. Damn. But having my other friends are not on yet, I can be really famous. Yeah, he's doing homework. You should really put do not disturb. So that's how you have it. Also, you can use your local IP, like if you saw, like I had my local IP up there. That's to do the local thing. Keep in mind your computer will be slow while it's running. As in, if you're playing something on, like, I don't know, Facebook, or just plainly farting around with Netflix, and you have your server running, it is going to be slow. So, yeah, that's how that works. And if there's any other questions, or if it doesn't work, go to other people's tutorials, like setting up Java, for one. If your Java doesn't work, why the hell are you trying to do this? And how does your Minecraft work without Java? And that's pretty much it. Yes. And if you like my backgrounds, especially this one, you can get it at Facebook too. I'll even have that little Facebook picture link. And if you're wondering about all these other things, just shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm done. And that's been Ruby Dragon Studios. Holy crap, that was timed right. Just to let you know. It's all picked by random, so yeah, bye-bye. Oh my god, why isn't this working? There we go.